I'm going to be telling you about how to fix your dating profile. Or if you don't have a dating profile, then how to get started and not waste your time. How to minimize the number of men who are emasculated, feminine, wasting your time reaching out to you. You're always going to get those men to some extent, but you're not getting the really healthy masculine men. The men who know how to lead. The men who want to take care of a woman, cherish a woman, provide for a woman, protect a woman, be chivalrous with a woman, be traditional with a woman, not just be F-boys with a woman, who want to actually commit to a woman, claim her, marry her. Do you want that? Because if you do, and if you have a dating profile, if you have in the past, you have probably been writing things and doing things that are pushing those men away, that are causing them to not hone in on your profile and reach out to you, want to get to know you more. I'm going to be honest, ladies. Women are really, really, really bad at writing dating profiles. Okay? Now, to be fair, it's not just women. Men are just as bad. They might even be worse. I actually think they're worse. I've studied this, okay? Like, I'm not just pulling this out of my butt. I've been single, that's a long time ago, but like 10 years ago, I was single. I've gone through thousands of women's dating profiles. And also, more recently, I actually created a fake dating account to pretend to be a man. Not because I'm cheating on my wife, but because I'm trying to figure out what women are writing today so I can help my clients. So I can see what the competition is out there. And guess what? There is no competition. Like, if you want to find a man online, you can do it. You just need to know what you're doing. And most women have no idea what they're doing. They really don't. I'm not blaming you. I think there's very few people that are teaching this properly. And a lot of women, you're just not even looking. Like, part of it is men's fault, okay? Because here's what happens. You can put up the crappiest dating profile possible. Your pictures are awful. Your profile is basically not saying anything, or it's just, it's not attractive in any kind of way. And probably you're still going to get a whole bunch of men reaching out to you, especially if you're relatively attractive. If you're relatively attractive, you can screw up everything else up and you're going to get lots of men reaching out to you. The question is, what is the quality of men that are reaching out to you? Women will often not put this effort into a profile, and part of it, at least for the written part, is it's like, oh, men don't read it anyway. Lots of men do. I do. I've always read a woman's profile, all of it, no matter how long it is, because I want to know if I'm going to be wasting my time reaching out to her. And also I want to know if I'm feeling anything towards her in the first place, like what's captivating me to reach out to her. I'm not saying every man does, but the men who don't even read a profile, are those the kind of men that you want anyway? Probably not. Like, the thing about online dating is, I think it's amazing. By the way, I'm just talking my mouth off for a moment here, and then we're going to get into what you actually want to know, which is what you need to shift in a dating profile, okay? What this problem is. But first, just for this overview, the great thing about online dating, at least for men, because it's different for women, is a man can know a lot about a woman before he even reaches out to her. Because otherwise, like, if it was just about the pictures, I can go meet any woman off the street or go to a bar or whatever and go talk to a pretty woman who I know nothing about, but at least I know that she's attractive physically, right? I've done that for years. I've approached well over 10,000 women that way. But the reason that I gravitated towards online dating, and yes, ladies, there's lots of masculine men doing online dating, okay? If you're not attracting them, that's because of something you're doing. The reason I gravitated to online dating is because I got tired of just approaching random women and then not finding the kind of woman that I wanted. I found my wife literally within a few days of online dating. Isn't that interesting? Now, of course, that's partly because my mindset shifted. I fully decided, like, I'm going to go find my wife, basically. But a big part of it is because I could read things about her, find out something about her, rather than just focusing on her looks. So the written profile is extremely important. Now, a little bit not accurate in my title of this video about what the most important thing is in a profile. The most important thing is actually pictures and doing them properly. Okay, that's all about being able to convey your radiance, your joy, in your smile, in how you're looking. You got to get your pictures fixed. I'll do that for another video at some point. Okay, but just focusing on the profile. The written part, which is very important, the most important part of the written profile, the women almost exclusively get wrong. Like almost every single woman, I never really see. Actually, I've never seen this done right. I've never actually seen this done in any kind of ideal way whatsoever, other than my women clients in my academy program who I have taught to do this properly. So what women are doing wrong is they are writing about stuff that is not about things that men are interested in. And this is part of the reason why men aren't reading profiles, because it's like there's nothing interesting that most women are writing. And again, like this isn't just a woman problem, it's men too. Like men are just, like both men and women are writing boring stuff that's not relevant to anything. It's like it's almost better to leave it blank. And of course, it's like probably should have learned this in school. Like this would actually be other like emotional regulation, dating profiles, how to court a woman as a man and how to be courted as a woman. These are important things you could actually be learning instead of trigonometry. It's stuff that's totally useless for 99.9% of the population. But anyway, that's a side tangent. When it comes to a dating profile, it can help to look at this as if you were applying for a job. Now, you want to make this more fun because it's not all professional. You don't want to be professional about it because that's going to suck all the fun out of the energy. And a man's actually going to want to be able to feel that you're a fun person, not like a corporate robot. But the good thing about resumes is that people are focused on how they can contribute to the company. How am I going to add to the company? How am I going to make the company better? How am I going to be able to contribute? Why me specifically over Jennifer over there, or Jane, or Sally? Why am I the candidate that is best for this position? So an employer or a recruiter can read this and be like, yeah, she's got this talent and she's done this and she's done that. And she's worked in the head office for 5 years and she knows how to do presentations. She got all of these skill sets. She'd be really valuable in my company. I can definitely envision her being at this company and see how she's going to be a great addition. I'm going to do an interview with her, right? See how that works? What are most women doing on their profiles? They're not doing that on their dating profiles. Oh, I like music and I like hanging out with friends and I like going on walks on the beach and I'd really like a man to do this and this and here's my checklist of standards, things that I want, here's the things that I don't want, and I'm a vet and a few other things. None of those things, typically, like I'll look at 100 profiles, there might be one that's like sort of okay. None of those things are focusing on how are you going to contribute to a man's life. Why would a man want to choose you out of all these other women? And so why would they pick you? Why would they reach out to you? They might because of looks, right? But the thing is, if you're getting all these men who are reaching out to you because of looks, what are those men interested in? What are the vast majority of those men going to be interested in? Shallow stuff. Are those the kind of men you want? So I'm going to tell you some of the things specifically about what you can be writing in your dating profile that is going to pull a man in. First, I'm going to introduce myself. You know who I am, why you should listen to me. My name is Zach Rohde. I'm here to lead you into creating the relationship of your dreams, using your feminine energy and what I call feminine communication to inspire a man into cherishing you. If you've not yet subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that below. Hit the notification bell and be sure to like this video because, of course, I'm going to make sure it's a good one for you. And if you would like help learning how to shift out of your unhealthy control patterns and into inspiring a man into taking care of you, cherishing you, leading you, loving you the way that you need, then go below this video, open up the description. You're going to see my main website, relationshipyourdreams.com. It's got all my offers there. It's got my Masterclass, got my dating course, which has some of this advice in it. It's got my academy offer for my clients, and it's got a free, 100% free training to help you understand exactly what I'm talking about. And so many of these videos show you your control patterns, which, by the way, your control patterns will show up with online dating as well, and what you need to do to shift out of them to actually create the relationship of your dreams with a man. Whether you're single or in a relationship, it's going to help you. Like if there's anything I was going to direct you to just get started on this, go get that. Go get it right after this video, or get it now and then get back to this video. Okay, so that's relationshipyourdreams.com. So what can you be writing on your profile? For my academy students, I've also done a full course and done a lot about dating. And one of the kind of analogies that I've used is if a man was buying a toaster, on Amazon. What is he going to want to see in the description that's going to make him want to buy that toaster? And by the way, this isn't about objectifying a woman, okay? It's not that you're a toaster, and it's not that you're an employee for a man, but you're wanting a man to choose you. And that's going to start by him reaching out to you to find out if he wants to choose you in a relationship and eventually in a marriage. You want him to choose you, so give him a reason to choose you. So it's not about being an object, it's about being someone who wants to be chosen. This doesn't make you a pick-me. I forget about the whole pick-me garbage. Like, that's just bitter, unhappy feminists that want to call every woman who wants to respect men and wants to be open to men, it's like, you're a pick-me, or you have no self-worth. No, a woman can describe what makes her valuable to a man without being a pick-me, okay? You got to do it for the right reasons. Like, you do it for you. Like, do it because you want to describe yourself and how great. This is another part of the problem, by the way. Women struggle to talk themselves up. It's like, you don't want to brag, you don't want to boast in some kind of way. It's also part of the reason why women often struggle getting promotions and everything, right? There's a gender difference between men and women. It's okay to talk yourself up here. You don't want to do it in a really bragging way, but you can absolutely talk about what makes you great, what makes you amazing. So imagine if the description of the toaster had nothing to do with like what a man would actually want. What does a man want in a toaster? It's like, I want it to be able to cook the toast really fast. I want it to maybe look nice as well. Be cool to be able to cook 4 pieces of toast. It'd be cool to be able to put bagels in there, that it's not going to break down. It's not made with the crappiest parts possible. The color's going to matter. There's going to be a few other things that matter. But imagine if the toaster description was just like, here's where my parts came. Some of my parts came from Indonesia, and some of them came from Thailand, and a few others came from India. It's like just information that's completely and utterly useless that no man actually cares about, no person cares about. And that's what women are doing in their profile. So don't do that. Focus about what a man actually wants. So let's talk about what a man actually wants. What is going to pull him in the profile? Most important, it's not even about exactly what you're saying. It's about how you're saying it. What a man wants to be able to feel, a masculine man, because you don't want to attract weak, emasculated, feminine men looking for a mother, right? Men who are attracted to a woman's strength and power, assertiveness. Hopefully, I mean, there's so many of those men out there. If you want that, just put up a profile and there you go. But if you want a really healthy masculine man who's got standards, who can have pretty much any woman that he wants, who knows how to lead, who knows how to cherish a woman, then you need to be in that really small minority of women and kind of be the best that he wants. So you see that. And what he wants is, he wants a feminine woman. He wants a woman who is soft. He wants a woman who's vulnerable. He wants a woman who's working on herself. He wants a woman who knows how to respect a man, who knows how to look up to a man, who knows how to revere a man, who wants to take care of him but in a feminine way, right? Not mothering him, who is receptive to his leadership, who's grateful for his leadership, who's connected to her heart, is fully open, who's connected to her playfulness, to her childlike innocence. So how you rate your profile, a lot of that is going to be conveyed if you're in that energetic frequency. Now, if you struggle to be in that energetic frequency because you got a lot of masculine stuff covering up your beautiful femininity, out of, because of fear, you got all these guards, you feel shame of being a feminine woman, being vulnerable, of being seen as that kind of way, of being childlike, it's going to be super hard to write that profile. It's like, there's nothing that I can just tell you where it's like, hey, this is going to fix everything. Because there's a lot of deeper things that are going on that need to be fixed to be able to write that properly. And ChatGPT is not going to be able to help you. Can help you a little bit, but you're not going to be able to just tell, like, write this like a feminine woman. I mean, maybe it'll probably be better than what you've got. That's a good way to start. But for you to truly attract that masculine man, and specifically the masculine man who's right for you, it's got to be you who's doing it. It's got to be real. It's got to be embodied, which means you've got to do your femininity work. You do the best you can now with what you got, but then you start making all these other shifts that I talk about in these videos and that I help women with in our Academy program. So what you're actually going to be writing about, you're going to have that feminine energy, ideally, that you're writing with, but what you're going to be writing about is, okay, what does a man want? How are you going to make his life better? I'll give you 3 examples. There's so many examples. But one is, if you, don't lie, if you know how to cook, if you are a good cook, if you know how to take care of a man in that kind of way, then talk about how you love to cook. Talk about how you want to be able to take care of a man in that way. I mean, don't say I want to take care of a man, but like, I love cooking meals, for my man, something like that. So now when you say that, he's going to envision, oh, here's this woman and she's taking care of me in this feminine way, making me food. Okay? Another thing that you can do, women will be like, I love when a man takes me out on dates. Well, what does that do for a man? Like, a masculine man is going to enjoy taking a woman out on dates, of course. But if you just say like, oh, I really love a man who wants to take me on a date, something like, that's not going to do anything for a man. But if you say, I'm really easygoing and wherever a man wants to take me, I'll follow. I just love going on adventures and trusting a man to lead me on one, something like that. What you're describing is that you're really easygoing, that you're not going to be judging him for his leadership choices, right? Because even a man who's wants to take a woman out to really fancy restaurants and everything, he doesn't want a woman who's going to be judging him and he has to like rise to a woman's standards. That doesn't mean that you don't have any standards. That doesn't mean that you accept breadcrumbs. But it means that you're an easygoing woman who's going to have fun whatever you do with a man. Now, if you're not an easygoing woman, well, don't put that. Put something else. Because masculine men are going to want something different. Like, every man's going to want something somewhat different. I want a really easygoing woman. I don't want to take a woman to a really expensive restaurant. It's just not what I enjoy. I have the money for it. I just don't enjoy it. It doesn't do anything for me. So if I was single, I'm going to focus on a woman who doesn't care about that stuff either, who's going to enjoy going to pretty much any restaurant. It doesn't matter. But if you're not that way, don't put that. Okay? This isn't about being someone that you're not. You've got to really figure out who you are, but figure out, like, why am I actually attractive to a man? Why is a man going to really want to be with me? Another thing you can talk about is, like, what do you enjoy talking about in conversation? Like, what really lights you up? What is really fun for you? Hopefully it's not just like clothes. Then you might need to attract a gay man. But find things that you really enjoy talking about and share them. Is that going to get some men turned off? It's like you're sharing things that you like talking about that have nothing to do with his interest whatsoever? Yeah, absolutely. But then, is that man even going to be right for you in the first place? Don't you want a man who's going to be able to connect with you with at least some of the conversations that you really enjoy? Because what happens is, if you write what you really enjoy talking about, and the man also enjoys talking about that stuff, he's going to look at that and be like, oh, man, a woman that I can talk about this stuff with. And then he's going to envision having those conversations with you. It's also going to make him reaching out to you a lot easier, because hopefully if he has any kind of social skills whatsoever, he could start by having that conversation or bring that into the conversation in some kind of way. So I talk about all of this stuff in way more depth in my academy program, as well as to a decent extent in my dating course as well for women, where I give way more examples. I spell it out for you. I show you exactly what this looks like. But this is some really good stuff to start with, right? Start experimenting with this. See how the results might change. And reflect for yourself, like, what actually does make me valuable to a man? Why would a man want to be with me? And talk about that. Talk yourself up. It's okay. Don't make that the only thing that you talk about that, but make that the main part of your profile. Because that's what a man is actually interested in. Like, why is he interested in your looks? Because it's like, that's how it's going to add value to his life. He's going to be with an attractive woman that he's attracted to. That's something that's relevant to him. So focus on things that are actually going to be relevant. This is pretty basic stuff, but most women really get it wrong. If you would like help learning how to craft your dating profile, how to master online dating, how to attract a man, whether it's online or offline, and inspire him into claiming you in a relationship and into taking care of you, cherishing you, becoming the masculine man that you need him to be, then I would love to help you. This is what I help women do. I help women make this process way easier than most women make it. I show you how to shift out of all the ways that you're actually controlling a man, controlling his perception of you, pushing him away, causing him to not want to claim you, not want to be with you, not want to cherish you. I show you how you're actually repelling the kind of devotion that you need by trying to stay safe, by trying to avoid being abandoned, including on dating profiles, right? You avoid doing things that might get you rejected, but what it actually does is you end up not attracting the right kind of men for you in the first place. So I show you all of this. I correct you when you're making mistakes. My whole team does. I show you what you need to be doing differently. I help you learn how to fully be this beautiful feminine woman that is you, that already is you. Because it's not about being someone you're not. It's not about scripts. It's not about being fake. It's not about playing games. It's about being real. Because it's the real you that is going to attract the right kind of man for you. Or if you're in a relationship, then bring out the right kind of man for you. His best. It starts by you being the best that you can be. And what's in the way of that? A lot of fear and a lack of information. Lack of a roadmap of exactly how to do it. I want to make that process as easy as possible. If you're open to working with me, if you can feel like, ooh, this would be awesome, go below this video, open up the description. You're going to see the link to my main website, relationshipyourdreams.com. Click on that, watch the video, book a call with me. Below that video, click the button, and we'll get on a call and we'll talk about what's going on in your love life, dating profile stuff. We'll talk about why you don't have a devoted masculine man taking care of you. Talk about it, figure out why, figure out what you need to do to shift. I'll tell you what you need to do to shift. And then if I believe that we can help you and you want to talk about it at that point, we'll talk about how we help you in our academy. You can ask me any questions that you have, and then you can decide whether you'd like to work with us. Let's make it happen. Book that call. I'll see you there. We'll have a great time.